Brisbaneite Legend of Total War has amassed 470,000 YouTube subscribers and 325 million video views over the course of 10 years of using the platform. He began uploading a video series showcasing his Total War Medieval 2 gaming skills, and by the time the series finished a few months later, he saw the potential for it to become a career.
When I first started YouTube, it was never the plan to make it a full-time job. I just wanted to basically brag that I could do this. But then when you see a door open for you, where you see a possibility where, hang on, if I keep going with this, I might actually be able to turn it into a full-time job, that's when I decided to actually take it seriously and refine what I was doing to try to monetize it and actually do it full-time, which has worked so far.
Legend says he's concerned if a video he uploads doesn't receive at least 30,000 views within 24 hours of his upload. He highlights YouTube is a good payer.
YouTube is actually the most reliable employer. It's not my employer, but it's the most reliable method of getting paid that I've ever had. It's actually funny. All throughout my YouTube career, up until recently, people said, "Oh, you can't do YouTube full time. It's so unstable. You know, you got to get a job security." I've never had more job security than with YouTube because they pay me exactly on time. I never have to dispute it.
This sounds great, but the journey to becoming a professional YouTuber was not an easy one.
A lot of people will look at, Legend of Total War and think, "Oh wow, I'm playing games for a living. That's great," but they don't know the cost. They don't know how much I've sacrificed to do this and how hard it's been. It's been the challenge of my lifetime to do this, and I put everything into it, and it's cost me so much. And I think that most people are not willing to sacrifice what I've sacrificed to get to this point.
Legend's work ethic has been incredible. He's uploaded over 6,800 videos to YouTube.
I don't think I've not uploaded a video for 2 days in a row since 2013.
From 2019 until recently, he live streamed playing Total War games every night from midnight to 6 AM at the very least, to match up with the time zones of the majority of his audience in the US and UK. To conclude his regular live streaming regime, Legend played Total War Warhammer 3 for 25 hours straight to raise over $23,000 for various charitable causes. He has continued to upload videos every day.
Ceasing live streaming probably dropped my income by 40 to 50%.
Other modes of income from YouTubing include third-party sponsorships, which Legend has always managed cautiously.
There were sponsorship opportunities offered fairly early on, like 2015, 2016, but these were like, you put in a fair bit of work and then you get $50 out of it. And I would say to creators, if that's the case, if they're being offered that kind of money, don't do it. Just don't waste your time. Focus on building an audience. I grew the channel, and then sponsorships started rolling in, and I was very picky with them. I rejected probably 95% of all sponsorship deals that came through because it had to be a good fit for the channel.
The mechanism for getting paid while live streaming is through super chats, where watchers of the live stream can donate money and optionally attach a message. Legend reads those messages out, which is a double-edged sword. He gets 70% of the money donated, with YouTube keeping the rest, but the super chats can stress his mental health by having to engage with a sometimes disruptive audience.
I'd go onto a live stream, people could see that I was in not a very good state and be like, "Ooh, I know, I'm going to poke at him," which I don't respond to very well.
Right.
So I had to put a stop to live streams. I have a choice to do a live stream where I just don't read the chat whatsoever, which will hurt the stream, or I read the chat and there's negativity here and there, which hurts the live stream, which therefore hurts the channel, so I just don't live stream. So I think it's been fine this year, just not live streaming. Obviously I make a lot less money, but I'm under a lot less stress.
Another method of making money using the YouTube platform is linking to a creator's Patreon, which involves a monthly subscription of varying amounts with different rewards attached. Legend acknowledges this source of income can be effective for some people, but it wasn't for him.
I think they're useful early on when you're just trying to scrape by, but when you get to a point where you don't need it, I think it's important to get rid of it at that point, which I did. I got rid of my Patreon. Once I started getting really successful, I got rid of it, and I don't regret doing that. I don't think I would bring it back.
The threshold to reach before you can get paid by YouTube is currently 1,000 channel subscribers, with either 4,000 watch hours within 365 days and or 10 million shorts video views within a 90-day period. Legend has poured basically no effort into shorts as yet. It appears to be an interesting case study for gauging audience interests as well as monitoring what competing creators are doing.
The Total War audience are mostly men, mostly in their early 20s to mid 30s. Obviously, there's variation on that as well, but that's the majority of my audience. These are, typically speaking, not people that enjoy shorts. Shorts are more like dominated by TikTok, more dominated by popular media, not really dominated by games. I'm monitoring what other people are doing with shorts, and nobody is achieving any means of any real success. They're getting good views on these. Sometimes they're getting good views on these shorts, but they're not making any money.
Overall, Legend encourages all YouTube creators to engage in trial and error and pay attention to seemingly minor details in order to stand out.
That kind of stuff matters. If it's not just about the content. If you make the content but you don't put in a good title and thumbnail, if you don't put in the right tags, you don't put in a good description, this stuff will affect how much your video can reach.